getting it done, but they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won, and one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
3-yard pickup.
The numbers for Zeke from last week: 16 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs moving for this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Entering screen, resume.
Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Elliott. Take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
That's a little bit of humor.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got a man open, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the
on first and 10, Winston. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Jameis again. That's taken in by Duvernay. It's taken into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Washington offense set to take over again. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Going to begin the drive here in Madison. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him.
The pass complete to Brashad Perriman.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The throw over the middle taken in.
The pass complete to Terry McLaurin. 5
yards. The Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Winston. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski is good.
And it's up and good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Collins, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
open man is Duvernay.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, Winston. And it's incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target,
but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Winston.
He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
45-yard line. And it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Now a timeout.
He was taken down.
7 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Washington, 7.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Washington, 7.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push push out in front further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
Out comes this field general once more, leading us. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big run that time by Elliott. 54 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Intended for
Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
25-yard line.
Throwing. Winston. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
2nd and inches.
On second and very short, Winston. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1st and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Madison, the ball carrier.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a throw here on second down. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. A first down carry by Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one.
And depth chart. Entering depth. AHB selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering depth chart screen. 3DRB selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. And resume.
Keep the drive rolling.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Winston. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Now a throw here, hold in, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
The pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well worked out.
He was looking for Rashad Perriman, and now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Washington on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll run with Madison. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second and 11. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
To Antonio Gibson.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Third down.
On third down, they run with Madison. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, we always always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
Winston's
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40-yard line.
To throw is Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. This throw caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game.